Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, today I'm gonna be looking at what I've been wanting to do for a while. The top 5 best H2O episodes of all time, and the top 5 worst H2O episodes of all time. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Keep this in mind, I looked over my old script and looked at my ranking episodes too, so what you see is what you get from here. For the worst episodes, I had to go from the worst of the worst to the 5th worst. And as for the best, I looked at the number 1 down to my 5th best. So, you know how this goes. And I considered the 5th worst. Season 3, episode 15, Power Play. Yeah, the episode really sucks. Kim and Sophie were the absolute worst. Kim tormented Cleo for no reason, and Bella being horribly bullied by Sophie and stealing her idea. The episode is terrible, but hey, at least Kim and Sophie get what they deserve. Sophie getting fired, and Kim, well, we don't see it, but it is pretty much implied. So yeah, terrible episode, but not exactly the worst episode of Season 3. We'll get to that. And the 5th best. Season 3, Episode 4, Valentine's Day. I think this episode is pretty fun. This is honestly Kim at her best. I love all the mixtures of the Valentine's stuff, and honestly, Dawn meeting Sam for the first time is beautifully sweet. And I love the scene at the end where Sam realizes how much Dawn loves his daughters. It's pretty sweet. So, yeah, pretty decent episode. And the 4th worst. Season 2, Episode 4, Fire and Ice. Absolute stupidity. Emma being the opposite of what she is, which is dumb. Ricky taking advantage of Emma's hospitality. And Nate being the absolute worst. I mean, taking advantage of Lewis's stupidity and trying to make the moves unclear. Gross. Thank God the quote-unquote misunderstandings is fixed. Oh, and Emma, guess I'm a rebel now. No, I am not buying that. Screw this episode. Absolute worst episode of Season 2. And the 4th best. Season 2, Episode 11, In Over Our Heads. Yeah, this one's pretty fun. This was a pretty great episode. Ricky's dilemma is well established. I love her relationship with her father, Terry. And the intense moment where Ricky got knocked out and Zane being the absolute best, saving her life, and everything working out in the end. So yeah, solid episode all around. I just wish Lewis was more attentive than Charlotte. Thanks a lot. And the 3rd worst. Season 3, Episode 7, Happy Families. Yeah, this one is atrocious. So Sophie sabotages Bella's attempts to have a job, and, of course, Kim just being annoying. I mean, she pretty much takes advantage of her father's happiness with quote-unquote gifts, while Cleo just wants to support her father without, getting anything in return. So yeah, Cleo's made out to look at the bad guy, and it's pretty dumb. God, it's just Kim at her worst, seriously. And Ricky and Zane hiring Sophie was honestly the dumbest move they could make, considering what happens later. So yeah, not the worst episode, but it's slowly getting up there. And the 3rd best. Season 3, Episode 22, Mako Masters. Yeah, the best episode of Season 3. I like the setup. It's a great full moon episode. The exam stuff is pretty interesting, and I love the more mystery about Cleo, Ricky, and Bella wanting to know more about the water tentacle. It's a pretty intense episode, and I freaking love it. Best episode of Season 3, hands down. And the 2nd worst. Season 1, Episode 17, Under the Weather. Well, it's about time we got to Season 1, and this one is atrocious. The whole them avoiding the rain thing is one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard, and them not getting rightfully into trouble is the stupidest moment ever. And thankfully, Mako Mermaids did a much better version of the storyline, much better. And I cannot believe I'm in a world where I say that the Mako Mermaids version of this episode is done better than the actual original version of this episode. Yes, I've gone down like this, people. And the second best, Season 1, Episode 18, Bad Moon Rising. Who would have thought the next episode after that atrociousness would be, honestly, the best episode of Season 1. I love Ricky's character. Captain Hine gives an excellent performance. I love the dynamic between her and Zane, and the whole, and her powers getting out of control is pretty intense. So yeah, absolutely best episode of Season 1, hands down. Before we get to our number ones, dishonorable mentions. Season 1, Episode 16, Lovesick. Honestly, this is honestly the parental figures at their worst. I mean, Dawn does not give Cleo any chance to explain herself. It's a stupid misunderstanding trope. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that Cleo's mother Bev is the one that started this stupid rumor. Seriously, it's all because of her. And what the heck was Kim thinking? Seriously. Season 2, Episode 14, Get Off My Tail. Yeah, this was pretty atrocious. This was Emma at her worst, intentionally sabotaging Ash because he's doing his job as a manager. I don't get it. And yeah, Lewis probably purposely screwing over Cleo and Charlotte was out of character. Honestly, these two deserve so much better than you. Season 3, Episode 6, Secrets and Lies. Yeah, this was pretty atrocious. Once again, the misunderstanding trope rears its ugly head yet again. I mean, seriously, Bella. Just why? Alright, and without a doubt, the worst episode of the entire series is Season 3, Episode 16, The Dark Side. This has got to be one of the most insulting, degrading, downright character assassinating episode I have ever watched. Under the Weather may be horrendously bad. Fire and Ice was stupid. This is pretty much... I had to stop watching for a week because of this atrociousness. This is honestly Ricky at her worst, and I cannot believe that I'm saying that because she's my favorite character from the show. Her keeping a life-altering secret from Cleo and Bella was the dumbest move she could ever conjure. Oh, and the subplot with Dawn is equally as stupid. So yeah, I considered this the absolute worst episode of the entire series. Now you know, and I hope this episode burns in hell. Before I get to my actual number one members, a few honorable mentions. Season 3, Episode 20, Queen for a Day. I thought this premise was pretty funny. Honestly, poor Bella, the constant sneezing. And while I don't like that Zane rehires Sophie, Ricky honestly deserves better after the crap he pulled. So yeah, pretty fun premise with a poor Bella. Season 2, Episode 19, The Gracie Code Part 1. This was honestly a fantastic episode. I love the actor who played Max, who give a pretty decent performance. I like the flashback he gives to Gracie. Honestly, Lois and Cleo are still as great as always. I love this whole episode. Pretty decent. Season 1, Episode 22, Fish Out of Water. While I'm not going to get into the whole politics of this episode, I thought the dynamic between Ricky and Zane was well done. I like Ricky's dilemma, and I love that even though she lied to them, Cleo and Emma still have Ricky's back. So yeah, a very well done episode, and it's a powerful moment for Zane to finally stand up to his father. And without a doubt, the number one best episode of the series is Season 2, Episode 25, Sea Change. Everything in this episode is done perfectly. I love the dynamics between the characters. Phoebe Toyka's performance was outstanding. Lewis breaking up with Charlotte was the most satisfying moment in the entire show. And Cleo and Lewis getting back together was pure freaking bliss. So yeah, I don't think it goes without saying, I consider Season 2, Episode 25, Sea Change, the number one best episode of the entire series. And I don't think anything is going to change my mind. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, but I hope to get more videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow is in fact my birthday. I am turning 26 years old, and to celebrate this occasion, I'm going to be looking at what I've been wanting to look at, and you guys have voted on the poll, the top 10 best Keanu Reeves movies ever. So, providing that everything goes well, I will be doing that video. So, keep an eye out for it. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.